my dear Pisceans. Welcome to Luna Tarot. This is your reading for the month of June from 1st till 15th. I've already shuffled and spread your cards so we can directly go to your reading. Alright, there are a total of 18 cards, so the reading may get a bit long, so bear with me. Okay, and I need all your attention for now. Okay, so let's begin with your recent past. Recent past as in whatever time that comes to your mind in terms of past term, right? So in your recent past, the dominant energy was of Six of Cups. Means you were pretty open to strangers, to people passing by, and you were like abundantly providing your energy, time, love, like same like passing a smile to a stranger and talking to a shopkeeper or something. So you were pretty free and open towards the society. And in a way, divine had blessed you with the power of communication with Ace of Swords. So wherever that you were speaking in your recent past, you were concurring, you were just acing the situation. Like in a debate, if you would just go and stand up on a stage, you would just win it like that, right? So you were pretty great at communication in your recent past, and you were in the energy of an empress, either a very powerful feminine energy was there in your recent past, providing you with the kind of support that you needed, emotional or financial, or like any kind of social support that was required out of you. Or else you were in this energy of an empress, like your creativity, your emotions were so abundant, so powerful that you were almost in an empress mode. So empress doesn't do things on her own, she manifests, she just like this and things happen, right? So you were in the energy of an empress, or an empress kind of energy was there in your life. Then however, regardless how you were interacting, like to the outsiders, you were pretty open and helpful. You were communicating, expressing yourself quite powerfully, and as such you were in your power position. However, your deepmost emotions were of pain. So at night, when you were coming back to your place to sleep, you were in this Nine of Swords energy. Nine of Swords means a person who is sad and depressed about he's feeling betrayed by his own relationships, his own people. In a way, regardless what was happening in your life, maybe you were financially abundant, you were quite like whatever was asked out of you, demanded out of you, you were giving yourself fully in your responsibilities and even more. But emotionally you were not so fulfilled, emotionally you were rather feeling betrayed by your own people, right? And then Ace of Swords, so in even if you were feeling betrayed, in a way you tried to express your emotions, say not so much so, like not like you went out and fought with the people, asking them to give you justice or to be fair to you in your relationships. It can be of any kind of relationships, not necessarily personal, also financial, also like in your work sector, anywhere, friendships, maybe people were unfair to you, right? So but you expressed yourself, but not in its entirety. Even if you knew, like if you would, had you spoken, you would have, you were fair, you were right, you would have conquered the situation, but you couldn't, you just couldn't. You valued the relationship much above winning the situation. So you did express your dissatisfaction with the situation. However, you didn't really overpower the situation, and because of that, you could come into this King of Wands energy, either a masculine figure or a fire, a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries person came and helped you out, supported you, collaborated along with you for you to overcome your hurdles and become successful. It can be anybody, like your father, brother, friend, anybody, right? Or son, or else you yourself came into this energy of manifestation. Sometimes people take it as a challenge, like fuck it, all these people I had been relying upon so far, all these people I had been helping so far, and they betrayed my trust. Now I would rebuild my life from beginning. Now I would, like, I am way more powerful, I'm way more capable. So in a way, you decided to rebuild yourself or your life without considering, without taking into consideration, like about other people, like without considering what would other people think or feel about it. because those people had, in a way, you had felt betrayed by these people. So this was your recent past. In your immediate reality, the dominant energy is of Hangman. Hangman is on the face of it, he seems stagnated, he seems stuck in his life, in his time, and he's like hanging upside down. He seems unbothered to the world, to the society, as he's not at all doing anything about his life or circumstances. However, what is Hangman doing? He is looking at his own reality from a newer perspective, from an upside down perspective, right? So in your immediate reality, even if the circumstances are the same, but your perspective has shifted, especially after this King of Wands, when you decided in your past to manifest a new reality for yourself. Right now your perspective has shifted tremendously, and you have decided to you are just like, you're not really acting upon the new life that you're building. You haven't really taken concrete actions, but in your present you are still having this newer perspective to look at your own life from a new way, in a new way, right? And right up after that is Hierophant. Hierophant is a wise counselor, a teacher, or the card of marriage. Either you actually got married in your present scenario, or maybe you got committed to this newer self that is building, that this newer shift in your perspective that is happening, right? Or your own inner wisdom, or your inner conscious, your higher being, higher self, or someone really wise is right now guiding you to take appropriate measures, to take the right steps. While you are having these newer perspectives, you are also getting the guidance, the counseling to make the required changes. Like, what kind of changes do you need? You are not really acting right now, you are deciding what to act upon, how to go about it, right? And right beside it, while you are having this perspective shift, of course, the moment our thoughts change, our energy shifts, our attitude towards others shift. So a lot of people are trying to pull you down. So whenever we evolve, whenever we think, we create boundaries in terms of people who have been misusing us, or we take solid steps for ourselves, or we take a time out and stop indulging in toxic connections, or connections which are no more serving us, obviously they retaliate back. So right now, maybe a lot of other people, your enemies, or your own inner thoughts are, the negative thoughts are trying to pull you down, right? And cause conflicts, cause arguments, ill name you maybe. So there are people who just do not want to communicate, they do not want to understand your situation, they just want to bad name you so as to pull you down back to your initial level. But the only solution in this scenario, when this Five of Wands comes up, is to not participate, because they do not want to understand, they just want to pull you down. So the only solution to this is do not participate. The Hierophant and Five of Wands is hand in hand, so your inner guidance is also telling you to simply avoid them. Yes, just avoid these situations, avoid these people altogether. Retain your inner peace of mind, retain your inner balance. That is really crucial right now, because you are in this decisive phase where you are planning up your next course of action in order to manifest the kind of reality you want to manifest. You are having a newer perspective already. You are also getting to understand who are really loyal to you and who are not, who are just there to ill name you, who are secretly jealous of you and like had been pretending to be your friends. But it's all right, just accept it and just let it go, and like focus upon your own life, focus upon the things that really need your attention, instead of wasting your energy and time in unnecessary people and situations who are only there to bring you down, right? And once you do that, you avoid that and listen to your inner counsel, or someone wise who is also suggesting you, like me. But like, we do not bother about these people. After that, Ace of Wands is entering your life. Ace of Wands is like a divine magical wand, right, where you can manifest any kind of reality. Divine is also blessing you to manifest the kind of life that you want, right? From this upside down perspective, you have, and this inner wise counsel, you are evolving into like becoming so powerful that even divine is handing you this magical wand, like, all right, what do you want, just manifest it. What do you want, just like, build, desire, believe, live, achieve. That's what. So you are in a way manifesting the kind of reality that you want to manifest. And once you do that, in your immediate reality, that is, right? But it is very much crucial to not bother about these people trying to pull you down, your own negative thoughts trying to pull you down. Do not bother. Just avoid them, let them go, right? Listen to your inner counsel, have a newer perspective, create the kind of reality. Just focus on construction, like regardless who is judging or saying what for you. And after that, you are also being very generous. Right now you are helping out the needy people in whatever capacity. It can be anything: time, energy, money, love, smile, howsoever that you feel like you can. You are also giving, you're also serving the society. It also, serving ourselves and serving the society always goes hand in hand. It's great if the divine is giving you, blessing you with this divine opportunity to manifest the kind of life you want. You are also giving back to the society hand in hand. You're serving the society with being generous and giving whatever that you can, gifting others and stuff like that. If you want, you can donate some amount to me. But joking. Hi, but you can still, why not? Yeah, and then there is Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups means someone is moving towards you with a cup of emotions, emotional support basically. It can be a friend, can be a relative, can be brother or sister, but somebody is offering you a cup of love, support. Like, all right, so even if in your past you were feeling really betrayed, in your present a lot of people are trying to pull you down, and yet right in your present, once you are manifesting the newer kind of reality, you are being so generous about to your society, there is also a cup being offered to you, a cup of friendship, a cup of emotional support. So somebody is out there trying to help you out emotionally, right? Somebody is really caring towards you, is genuinely caring for you. So you accept that cup in your reality, in your immediate reality. Okay. So I hope this has been resonating with you, the past and present. If it has resonated so far, we'll shift to your future predictions. If not, you are welcome to listen to your moon or ascendant sign like other videos. If it didn't resonate, if it did so far, only then the future predictions are applicable, because past, present and future are all connected, right? So in your upcoming future, the dominant energy is of 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands means finally you are unloading yourself of all the responsibilities, people, circumstances, situations that have not really been working out for you, that are no more useful for you. Sometimes we just keep on giving our time and energy to bad relationships or bad investments for that matter. But finally, in your upcoming future, you are realizing like a lot of luggage is like no more useful in my next trip, in my upcoming level, in my next level. A lot of things I just don't need. So why carry them? Why carry dead relationships? Why carry bad investments that are that won't ever be giving me benefits? Why carry friendships that are not really supportive and not really celebrating my win or being upset with my pains, right? So you are unburdening yourself of a lot of things that were not really that were never in your benefit, or maybe they were in your past, but at present they are not beneficial, and even in your future you are seeing like they are not at all beneficial. In your future, you're finally unburdening yourself of a lot of load, post which you are getting into this two of wands position. By that time you would have manifested a new reality. You would have few decent friendships. You would have been done with a lot of unnecessary connections or situations. Then you would take a pause. So this two of wands, it's an emperor who has the entire world in his hands, and he has built a large empire in the background. He's sitting on his, like, the rooftop of his empire, right, of his fort, and then he's looking into the distant world. So this represents taking a pause, taking a comma. So it's not a full stop, it's neither a continuity, it's a pause, it's a comma. So you're just like, you would be reflecting upon, all right, I have come a long way, I have built so much. And it's not really a very happy card, but the person is at peace, but he's now wondering, okay, I have built so much, but something is still missing. So what next? What else do I want to do, right? So it's like more of a reflective phase, more of like planning phase. So you would take a pause in your future after unburdening yourself and getting, creating a lot of space. Obviously, each time we unburden yourself, a hollow space gets created. So then, being a creator, you would be like, all right, what can I fill it up with? What more can I manifest? So then you would take a pause from your routine, from your mundane, and you would identify, okay, what else do I want in my life? What next, right? And right beside is lovers, the card of lovers. After this, so once you after this reflection, once you are reflecting, like this guy is looking in his past and realizing, okay, so far that I've built this much, what next do I want, is the card of lovers. So either in your right in your future, a twin flame or a soulmate would enter your life, or you would suddenly feel the need of a partner and you would get it, you would consider getting married or something, or this lover would be right beside you while you would be contemplating, okay, what else do I need? And if you will look at this card of lovers, there's this angel supporting these people, and the card of sun is there, like it represents a new kind of life where your twin flame, your soulmate, your partner is there to support you in your life at your same frequency. Even if the person doesn't come directly into a conversation or communication with you, the person is still there right at your frequency. Maybe the person is experiencing the same kind of life situations or scenario in his or her own life, right? So while you would be taking this pause, there is this massive possibility of your partner, love, twin flame or a soulmate, to be there alongside at your own frequency. Maybe you are meeting this person right after this pause, you are planning to get married, or you are meeting with the partner of your dream, or the person is at the same frequency energetically around you, maybe physically, maybe emotionally, maybe spiritually, however, but the energy of your partner, real partner, is there at that time. Post which, that this, after like creating this space and taking a pause out, a time out, and getting into this energy of love, feeling loved somehow, even if unconsciously in the spiritual realm, you would further pluck out the weeds of your life. Seven of Swords is a person who is taking out 5 out of 7 betrayals, 5 out of 7 enemies. Enemies can be outside people, it can be your own inner thoughts trying to stop us from evolving. For example, so far you were an anti-commitment person, you never wanted to get married because you were traumatized by someone else's relationship or your own past traumas, and suddenly you feel like, oh fuck, like these thoughts are redundant, are past thoughts, and now I have changed and I'm very much capable to build a new life for myself. I very well deserve love, something of that sort. So it can be your own inner thoughts pulling you down, or else it can be people around you. Already the dominant energy in your future is of unburdening yourself of unnecessary responsibilities, and like with the support of your divine partner and this timeout, maybe you are also getting rid of even remaining disloyal people from your life, people who have been misusing your love, your attention, your good nature, your generosity. You would just pluck out these people like weed, pluck out these thoughts like weed. And obviously, like, it won't be 100%, like you won't be 100% weed free, but like 70% at least, or howsoever. The dominant energy in your future has a lot to do with you plucking out, like clearing the clutter, may it be energetically or people wise or your own inner thoughts or howsoever, bad investments, whatever has not been serving you in your future, you would simply chuck it out. And after doing this, getting rid of those enemy thoughts or people, you are, with Six of Swords, you are taking yourself and your loved ones to calmer waters. So he's a person, behind him there are turbulent waters, and he is moving towards calmer shores. He has his mother in his boat, but it can be anybody that you love. It can even be your own inner self, your own mindset, your own heart and soul, that you would, like, you have a bad breakup history, so you maybe, finally you are moving towards, you're coming at peace with it, and you're realizing, okay, that person person never deserved your love, something of that sort. Anything can be a bad investment, bad job, bad startup, and now you're finally taking yourself to a better job, better startup, better relations. You're actually literally making a journey, shifting your house to a place where the society is more suitable, weather is more suitable, things of that sort, right? And after this, after making this journey, after taking yourself and your loved ones to calmer shores, you are finally free enough to work upon your craft. The Eight of Pentacles is finally this guy who is working upon his craft. It can be anything, or whatever you're passionate about. Maybe say, if you're a musician, you would finally be free enough from your soul to finally work upon your playing skills or singing skills. You are an artist, you would finally pick up that brush that was long kept because of your obstructed or repressed emotions, and you would finally begin to paint. Something of that sort. Can be a business also, but you would finally be free to actually practice and work upon your craft. So nice. It's a good reading. It's actually a process of evolution. In your past, you were emotionally pretty down and depressed, even if you were communicating, but you are in this manner throughout. What I can see is, regardless what's happening in your life, even if a lot of people have been actually misusing your emotions, have been trying to pull you down, there have been a lot of enemies, may it be outer or in your own mind, most probably outer, but your inner self has been in this continuous energy to manifest a better reality for yourself, continuous energy to manifest a better life for yourself. May it be the power of the Empress, the King of Wands is manifestation ability in your past, where you first decided, okay, fuck it, I need a better life, I can't have more betrayals than this. Or your immediate reality, where you took a time out, and maybe you are feeling stagnation, but you are also listening to your guru or your inner wisdom, or your your experiences, or somebody wise, and you're not you are, though you are being bothered by people trying to pull you down, but you are also still being generous and still utilizing the divine's blessing and manifesting a newer reality in your life. And even in your future, you are taking a time out, you are unburdening yourself of all the things that no more need your time and energy, and meeting your ultimate partner, and finally working upon even removing the bad investment in terms of people or situations or circumstances, and finally taking yourself to calmer shores and making yourself free enough to work upon your craft. It's a beautiful journey of evolution, I'll say. I wish you all the very best, and I hope you get a lot of success in this journey. Do keep in mind to not bother about society or what people say. There's this song, no? कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. People will keep on saying something or the other. Let them say whatever they want, right? Just there's this animated movie. I don't remember its name, but there's this song in it. I dance to the beat of my own drum. Na 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 na. Beat of my own drum is the name of the song. And there's this girl, like, not everybody gets her. And she's a proper Python character. She plays drums and all. And she's like, why should I be a 3 when I am a 10, why should I be a 3? So do not be a 3, be a 10. Even if in your own room, and like gradually create the kind of life you want, and do not mind plucking out the people who are not good for you. Alright, wish you all a lot of success, a lot of love from my side to you. Bye bye.